Thanks for tuning in to True Crime with Venice. The stories that I'm covering today are the stories of two women whom were taken out by their husbands while attending a conjugal visit. So it is Stephanie Dowles and Tanya Thomas. So Tanya Thomas was a 47-year-old woman. She lived in San Francisco, California, and she had a 25-year-old son. Tanya was killed on July 1st, 2024 at Mule Creek Prison in Ione, California. She was there on a conjugal visit with her husband and father of a 25-year-old son. She was killed on what was going to be the last day of her 4-day visit with her husband, Anthony Deshaun Curry. And he had been in prison for the last 17 years for carjacking and attempted murder. Tanya had been last seen on June 30th when she was escorted to the visitation office to take her nightly medication. Per the court records, it would be more than 10 hours before correction officers checked on her again. And that was because her husband called for help on the intercom system at about 6:30 a.m., saying that his wife needed medical attention. When officers arrived, they found Tanya unconscious and bleeding from her nose. They also noticed that she had some damage to one of her eyes. Her husband told the officers that he had mistakenly poked her in the eye while he was sleeping. Now, Tanya's family said that they had no idea that she had gotten married to Curry and that they definitely didn't know they had been intimately involved for the past few years. One of Tanya's cousins said that they had known Curry since high school and thought he was a cool, laid-back guy, and she didn't see any red flags. But Tanya had been strangled to death, and her husband was charged. He was arraigned about a week ago, and he pleaded not guilty to the charge. Another woman was also killed at that same prison, Stephanie Diane Dowles. She was also killed during a conjugal visit. She was 62 years old, and she lived in Inglewood, California. She was the mother of a 28-year-old son. In November 2024, she went to visit her husband, David Brinson, who's 54 years old. He was serving time for murdering 4 men during a robbery in the 90s. On November 13, 2024, Diane was at the prison for an overnight visit. Her husband told the guards around 2 a.m. that his wife had passed out. Prison officials tried to resuscitate her and called 911, but she was later pronounced dead.